How to really make tough decisions. Life is full of choices. Some are easy, such as what to have for dinner, a cheeseburger, would be nice, thank you. And others, more serious ones, like, for instance, choosing a career path or change of career. Regardless of how important a decision is, good decision skills are useful in our lives, especially if you sometimes feel indecisive about something and it's getting you down. You're not alone. We are here for you. I would like to share some tips on how to make good decisions and find out what to do when you can't figure out the plan. Hi, this is Jyotika Baby. I'm the founder of Happiness is Love. I would like to share with you my toolbox. If this can help, you're working through a problem, you're facing uncertainty, you're struggling to make a decision, then this video is for you. Why good decision making helps people make decisions all throughout their day, most of which are straightforward and don't require much thinking. However, when situations are more complicated and have long-term impacts, it's easy to feel unsure or hesitant. So do I. When faced with a tough decision, it's common for all of us to feel overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, wound up, pressured, confused, distracted, and tired. Because indecision can have a negative effect on how we are feeling. It's important to then learn helpful strategies to make positive decisions in tough situations. While you may not be able to guarantee the outcome of your decision before you actually make it, at least you will be at peace because you can know you put in a lot of careful thought into it. So what are some of the tips for making decisions? Step number 1. Don't let stress get the better of you. It's easy to feel stressed and anxious when we all are facing a tough choice. I get it. It happens to me all the time too. You might tend to rush your decisions without thinking them through. So do I. So we avoid making a decision at all because the stress has put us off our game. If you're feeling anxious about a decision, let's say, for example, try to manage your stress first so that it does not cloud your mind, it does not cloud your thinking. Go for a walk, listen to music, hit up a yoga class, or hang out with people who help you feel better about you. Step number 2, give yourself some time, if possible. It's hard to think clearly under pressure. It happens to all of us. And sometimes your first idea isn't always your best idea. I have learned this. It's probably not the best one. Give yourself the chance to pause, to sit on the problem for a while so that you can process your options, think them through and feel more self-confident about the course of action that you choose. Very effective way. Step 3, weigh the pros and the cons. When faced with a big decision, sometimes we all lose sight of the big picture. In this situation, what I do is write a list of both pros and cons for each course of action and then compare the cost for each. Sometimes the cons aren't nearly as bad as we imagined them to be, or the pros might make your options more obvious. This is a very helpful practice. Number 4th step, think about your goals. Think about your values. It's very important to be true to ourselves and what we value in our lives because everything springs from there. When you factor in a decision, the things that are important to you, the best option will spring up. At any rate, you're more likely to end up with an outcome that you are happy with, and I can assure you this. The next step number 5, consider all the possibilities. A king's decision can result in several different outcomes, and not all of them may be good or bad or obvious. When considering each option, don't just list the positives and the negatives. Write down any likely consequences of each and you'll get more clarity. Step number 6, talk it out. It can be super helpful to get another person's perspective on your issue, particularly if you're faced a similar decision, if they faced a similar decision in their own life. Step number 7, keep a diary. If you feel like you're on a bit of an emotional roller coaster, and I was just this morning, it might help to keep track of your feelings by writing down your feelings. It's very helpful, it's therapeutic to write down how you're feeling without judging your feelings. Step number 8, plan how you'll tell others. If you think someone may have a bad response to your decision, which happens, think through what their reaction is likely to be so that you are mentally prepared. Put yourself in their shoes to help you think of a good way to manage the situation, to manage your emotions and your response. Step number 9, rethink your options. If you're up against a lot of pressure over a decision or there are some new factors to be considered, look over your options once again. You might decide that your original decision is still the better one. However, give yourself the option of changing the course of action. If a decision no longer feels, right for you, go through these steps again to figure out a better solution for you. If you're having a tough time, if you're feeling overwhelmed with negative thoughts and feelings because you're currently facing a tough decision, it's important to look after yourself. It's key. Take some time out to relax or do something that calms your mind. What is the toughest decision you have made till date? Tell us in comments below and how it went. And if you're struggling, you can reach out to us as well and let us know how, out of all the techniques or tips that I've shared with you, which ones you're going to follow, which ones you find helpful. Please connect with us because we are here, because we believe that together we are stronger. Together we can build ourselves, each other, and a better tomorrow. Stay tuned for more. Keep smiling, keep shining, and keep inspiring.